around the rink, trying to get this team with a little bit of a boost early on. Endicott now will break once again, rest of the line changing behind him. Looks to go direct, trying to get one-on-one with McLaughlin, just pops that one.
And some people not actually icing every game.
Bartholomew was patient across the blue line, dumped that one in behind the net. Corneal rides the check from behind from Sam Cooper. It's Cooper who bounced to the ground, and that pass was looking for a Hull man in the slot, couldn't find anybody. Bartholomew will be first to it. He's got Spraggan to the near side, but the pass is intercepted. Dangerous one, passing to the back door and finds a way through. Matt Bissonette. Cooper's going to be forced to chase. Can't quite get his pass where he would have intended, but Alex Kent, I think it was, just couldn't quite keep hold, and break through the middle. Shot comfort to be taken. A neat feed inside allows Ballypicosly just to rush onto this one in time. Now finds Bissonette to Brown on the turn, drops this one off. Bennett now. Good pad stop by McLaughlin. Brown was there trying to get the rebound as well, couldn't quite win that battle. Chance in front, and Kieran Brown. And this line's got its second goal of the night this time.
He's strong, and yeah, if he does drop the gloves, he's a good customer in that regard as well.
Spraggan finds his pass to the far side. It's Bobby Chamberlain. Tee it off. Can't quite see who it's with. It's Cooper. Chamberlain going for it. Cooper, I don't think he's landed one yet. Looks for the takedown, doesn't get it. Chamberlain will land a couple more. Yeah, comprehensive. And Chamberlain for the Leeds bench as well with a few words.
That's one of those where Cooper decided he was going to go, realised he was getting the worst end of it, so decided he was going to try and win the fight by tripping the man to the ice, but it didn't quite come off, and he kind of got himself in a bit of a tangle, and his equipment over himself would actually made things a little bit worse for himself there.
From the Knights over to our left side, knee block as well. Everyone biting at the bit for a bit more. Spraggan across the Bartholomew, has to take that one down with a skate. Back to the outside, using the ball to try and find Ballypicosly. Can't quite do so. Corneal, his pass doesn't quite find Hewitt, and Hull maybe a little bit slow on the change there. Tries to drive across, drops it off for Bissonette, and the shot well dealt with. Not just the atmosphere, the tempo of this game's just gone up a few notches. Corneal allows two Leeds players to just run into each other. Shot comes in, and Hodgkinson finds the back of the net. The former Leeds Knights man. See, we play on. Bartholomew, he uses the back of the stick just to loop that one towards Gospel. He plays it into the boards where Bo Neely's going to take a check. He can't quite find the puck. He's knocked off that by Deck Jones. With Endicott once more now to Dunn. It's going to bounce awkwardly on the near post. Still loose. I say a lot of the talk is about that Brown-Bissonette partnership that's been together for a year and a bit now, but Ballypicosly's been a great pickup from Swindon this year for the Knights. And that's a bit of a scramble in and around the paint. It's still loose, it's there for the shot, and can't quite find the back. Don't want to get pinned inside their own defensive zone. Should now work it out using the boards, but it's a little bit behind the man, a little bit behind the play, and Leeds will gain possession once again. Fired into a place where Kieran Brown can pick that one up, and a big attendance, but a great stretch pass now opens things up. Tries to drive the net, loops round, looking for the open man. Theo Malone straight into the glove of Gospel. Now with Bissonette, stretch pass ahead of the Leeds man. Hodgkinson will be first to it, loops, uses the board. A little bit ahead of Carrie Inan though here. Shot coming from deep, and both those. Still a bit of a battle. Bonner. Shot is blocked. And Hull should be able to pick this one up in the neutral zone. Just plays that one ahead. Malone will be able to chase that one in while Hull get a line change. Get a fan on that one. Malone finds Chamberlain. Good stop by Gospel. But still with it. A heavy check on the play. Even her bounces straight back up though after the hit from Gallagher. Shot comes in, dragged wide by Braden. It's loose in front, and McLaughlin, I think, just got something together. Hull will dump it in once more. Gospel able to just help that one on its way. But Hewitt will find the loose puck. Just leaves it for Svek now. Bartholomew shoots through traffic. And Gospel. Sobchak with his usual glide there. Just made a little bit of a mistake for a moment, but found the pass to Bartholomew. He's now Spraggan on the near side. With Bartholomew once more. Corneal turns and shoots straight into the glove of the former Knights man.
That's a great play from Stubley. Stubley realised that he could probably get there, and he did get there when the puck was in the corner, stopped the Knights from getting rid of it.
That was tipped. Couldn't quite find the feed to Corneal. Good Bartholomew. Spraggan now finds Svek, squeezes past Bailey Perry. He's got a man on the back door, chooses to shoot instead. And just played away from Corneal. Hewitt now looks to find Bartholomew on the turn. Hewitt now finds Svek. Ball keeping it moving on this near side. Corneal with a shot. It falls and Corneal still got it, I think, behind the net. Gospel not on top of that one. Falls once again for Hull. 10 seconds to go. Bartholomew at the blue line. Sends it through traffic straight into the glove. A good bit of defensive play. Stubley keeps that one in the blue line. It just... I say, from this sort of angle up here on the gantry, couldn't quite see the angle of that one. Looked like it might be troubling, but went well wide.
Try and move Bobby Chamberlain from in front of Gospel's eyes.
And I've just noticed Bobby Chamberlain shouting over the glass. Ryan Aldridge returns a couple of words, and then Maddie Davis returns. Lee Bonner there, who's very slow to get up. Hull defending with 4 here for a moment. Corneal moves gingerly onto the bench. Chance in front there, Bissonette. Great block from Tom Stubley then. In the gap behind the goal. Hull tried to turn it back. Shot blocked once again. Shot was from Liam Payton this time. Brown will pick it up behind the net. Finds Payton in close. He looked to just try and maybe a chance for a break. I just tried to sling that one back down to the blue line. Nobody really there in blue and... is it blue and yellow? Primrose and... Oh, I said so. Knocked off that puck by Emil Svek. To Stubley, backdoor Chamberlain.
Go in, but it didn't. And it's still 2-1.
Perry uses the ball to try and clear that onto Brown. Allowed it to run on to her. Turned back to now Sobchak. Tries to dangle it around. Went right across the paint. Gospel's going to Harrison. She'll pick up the loose puck once again, but only finds Lee Bonner. Now with Corneal, he's got Hewitt to one side, chooses to go direct, and there will be a penalty towards back outside to Svek, but it's a little bit too high for him. Svek once more, Hewitt on the ice for Hull. That one up and over towards the outside, and 10 seconds to go. Hull have had 30 seconds of zone possession here without a shot. Now to Hewitt. Chamberlain back to Corneal, just fans on that one.
To keep the power play at bay. As you said, the Seahawks did score on their first power play last night, so they will have been harping to do the same this evening.
Beck Jones now can be covered by Gospel once. Hewitt looks to try and drive around the back of the net, keeps hold of the puck as well. Now with Spraggan, turns it back to the outside, brought in cleanly by Bonner. Spraggan once again through traffic, off the blocker of Gospel. Falls safe for the Knights. They can't quite keep hold of that one, can Finney Braden. Back towards Corneal, now Bonner, and he's still loose. But hurried off the puck by Ethan Herr. Leeds lost possession once more. Carrie Einan now. Malone eventually lets it fall. Shot comes in. Rebound safely into of Pecosdi. Sent him deep once more. Carrie Einan just about keeps hold of that one on the wrong side of him. Sends it through traffic. Saved, but into the corner. Malone picks up the rebound once more. Looks to try and turn away. Pinned up against the balls really well by Cooper there, but Hull still managed to keep this possession alive. Penalty coming.
In the sense of where he's whacking someone, it's more of a tap, 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 trying to put a bit of pressure on the player and put him off, but he's gone a little bit too much and he's been called for the slash.
An important face-off win by Corneal. Bartholomew to Johnny Corneal. Emil Svek now is loose in front. Bit of a scramble. Svek. That's going to be deflected. It'll fall for Corneal. Just needs to bring that one under control. It's bouncing all over the place, and Pecosdy's going to race onto this. Can he get the shot away? Spins and turns. Stopped by McLaughlin on the turn. Pressure just at the edge of the blue line. Corneal steps inside though. Finds Sobchak. Spins away. There's cross ice. Svek brings it in. Now Corneal in front. Second attempt, just redirected by Sobchak wide. Bartholomew, Svek lets one rip. Brought down is going to be Corneal. He takes a moment outside of this power play unit. Sobchak with those trademark feints, one way then the other. Shot comes in, just didn't quite get hold of that one with Jason Hewitt. Bartholomew picks it up. 12 seconds to go now on the man advantage. Sobchak sends it through a bit of traffic. It's still loose on the turn. Can't quite find it. Hewitt now. Sprawling stop by Gospel. Leeds back to full strength and have a 4v2 now down the other end of the ice. Shot comes in, stopped by McLaughlin. Another face-off win for Braden. Said earlier on in the night he was so good at the dot. Shot by Cooper there, but Dara Sporfus couldn't quite bring that one in. Sobchak picks that one up in the neutral zone, finds Svek inside to Bobby Chamberlain. He sees it, Gallagher to his left, Endicott to his right, chooses a long stretch pass to Chamberlain instead. Turned over in the neutral zone, and here comes Finley Braden. Cuts to the outside, good pad stop by Jordan McLaughlin. Sam Dunn's just lost an edge again there, I think. I think he certainly did. Commentators cursing Craig about the skating. Tipped in front, still loose. Endicott can't quite get the shot away. Oh, Svek couldn't quite skate that one out. Now Endicott. Just a little bit too much time. Braden though picks it up, tries to go top shelves, can't quite find a way. Uses the space behind the net where both Jason Hewitt and Johnny Corneal found themselves for a moment. Corneal just taking time in front. Great bit. Bonner just skating, shielding the puck on his backhand side there. And Hewitt just drops it off for Carrie and looking for the feed inside. Redirect came from Bonner around the back of the net to support him. Drops it off for Stubley. Just dangles that one around the stick of Pecosdy. Feints around the back of the net. Feinted, I think he was going to try and squeeze that one at the near post. Shot comes in from deep off the blocker. Through traffic, Stubley was a hit since we had a goal. There's been no less enthralling, Craig.
Yeah, 1:25 still to go on the clock, and yeah, there's been a lot of pressure or a lot of time and control down in the Leeds zone, but Gospel and the Leeds. It's been a very different period from the first. I don't know if this is a tactical thing from Leeds, if it's just pressure building, or if it's because.
Svek with a shot. Gospel got something behind it. I'm not sure how much he knew about it, but 7 seconds. Shot comes in, taken by Gospel. And Payton at the draw. Hull can win the face-off, might have one last chance. They do. He's on the backside of Brock Bartholomew. Bit of a tip on that pass from Lee Bonner. Allows Hull now to pick it up in the neutral zone for the first time in the period. Jason Holton out to pick it up in the neutral zone for the first time in the period. Jason Hewitt now just dangles that back to the outside, goes across. It's off the pads and shot comes in. Scramble in front. 2 minutes already gone in this third period. Of course, you know that. Thankfully, our tech team managed to reset the clock for the third period. Pass all the way back to the blue line. Shot comes in, comfortably taken. I think he'd got his stick trapped underneath the arm of Emil Svek there. And a block comes in from Braden. And it's Gallagher. Drops it off to Endicott. Good block. Chance now still. And fighting into the corner. Kieran Brown checked from behind by Malone. Just bumped off the puck. Good work by the Hull youngster. Bissonette from a tight angle, just tried to maybe sneak one in at the near post there. McLaughlin would have been pretty unsighted. Jones carries this one in, backhand ends up behind the net. Face off here to left side of McLaughlin's net. Cosby, and I believe that might be JB Chilcott taking the draw. Comes out the glove of McLaughlin. Played in behind, Reader will be first to it. Shot from a tight angle, dealt with by Gospel, played in safely into the corner. Seck will pick it up though, gets the shot away. Almost a
little bit older, but isn't a centreman, so Chilcott steps up and takes the draw.
Shot comes in straight into the glove of Gospel once. It's quite as one way as it was in the second, but just on balance of play, if you had to back aside to score next, you'd probably be thinking Hull right now in a game where, with the momentum we've seen so far, you might say the next goal is huge, and there it is for the Hull Seahawks. Kerry Einan's going to be tied up to the boards, gets away from Endicott though. Gone across his centre ice, fires in, dealt with in front, but Hull on, leads like a rash at the moment. Into Hewitt, top shelf. The Seahawks in 30 seconds. Back to
sticking. Brown would have had a great scoring opportunity there.
Bissonette once again trying to find Gallagher. A good stick in, I think, by Kerry Einan. Drops off the Speck now. Blocker stop by Gospel. With it comfortably, looking for the right breakout pass now. Just tries to squeeze that one down the boards. Nobody really there, and a bit of an escort into the zone once more. Hodgkinson drops it for Speck. Bit of a scramble in front. More testing for the Knights this time. Pass came into Corneal. Now back to Bartholomew at the blue line. Speck, a bit of space ahead. Shot deflected off the leg of Sam, just not under a huge amount of pressure. I think had he been under a little bit more, McLaughlin would have come across and played that puck. Hewitt finds Speck. Inside, and McLaughlin just gets across to play that one. And a nice pass as well. Using the boards to find Stubley. He's got Deck Jones inside. Deck Jones, great stop by Gospel. Wonderful reflexes. Now Braden has got it would be offside. Dunn drops this one off for Endicott. Shot falls at the skates of Malone and robbed off his stick as well. Hutchinson though to win that back. Bennett will dump it back in. Everybody still on side for Leeds here. Brown using his body, spins away from Kerry Einan. Shot, and that's hit the post, I think. Looks to try and clear that one up and over the man at the blue line, but Specs will dispossess. Tries to feed it to Chamberlain, shot. I think it's round the back of Gospel. He in. Man off the puck, couldn't do so in a bit of a missed poke check. Hull will try and use the boards to clear and do as far as sub-check. He's got Speck just waiting on the blue line. He's got Chamberlain ahead. Tries to feed it in for Chamberlain for the little tip in front. Seemingly doing it tough without one of their top defencemen tonight. And yeah, that's a big one for Knights fans as well, as of course it's the Wildcats that Leeds are trying to hunt down at the top of the table. Flashed across the face of goal. Brown. A couple of Hull arms went up expecting an icing, but it was played by Brown. Bonner now. Pass inside. Good pass to Kerry Einan. Dangles it past one. Corneal. Still loose behind the goal though. To Kerry Einan through traffic. Bissonette will bring that one down. Got a load of time. Sends that one round the boards, and on the near side, Dunn was first to it, looking for the pass in front. It's still loose, and Hull